Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you happen to get the opportunity to sit down and join me. I'm Shelley. Are you a commitment phobiast? Do you dread committing to others to do something in the future? I am. And it's something I've talked about here on the channel in the past. And one of the things we talked about was when we have accepted a invitation for a future engagement. At the time we accept it, do we really want to go? Most of the time I do. But by the time the event, the activity rolls around, I find myself really not wanting to participate. My capacity has changed. The capacity of when I accepted the invitation was a lot greater than the capacity that I have today as that invitation draws near. And I've talked about, what do? Do you make up a fib of why you can't go, why you don't want to go? We're not kids anymore, we're adults, so chances are we get to be honest. And honesty can be hard when you're me and you've always put other people's feelings and ahead of your own. So, why do I bring this up? It's January and people are now coming out of the Bermuda Triangle, as I like to call it, which is Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and they're starting to do their resolutions, but now those are starting to calm down a little bit, and they're starting to think about the rest of the year and things that are happening and events and festivals and celebrations and on and on. And invitations are starting to come in for me. And I'm honored. But I'm also very hesitant to accept. So I was watching this podcast of someone I follow quite often and find very knowledgeable, and I respect him a great deal. And he was talking about just this subject of committing and then losing your capacity to follow through on that commitment as it draws near. And he offered a suggestion. It was genius. It was simple. It sounds simple. So I've tried it. He said that when you're in a situation where you're accepting a commitment for a future date, to pause and check in with yourself and ask, hey, this is something I'd like to do today. And if it is not something that you'd like to do today, chances are it's not going to be something you're going to want to do when the time comes to do it. So I started applying that rule. Now, either I'm going to be one lonely lady because, right now my capacity is rather low, coming through the holidays and doing all the things that we do. I'm finding that I'm not accepting much in the way of future commitments. And that's good, I guess, because I'm aware, and that means I won't have to hurt anybody's feelings or disappoint anybody later when I call them up and say, hey, sounded like a great idea at the time, but I just cannot do it. I don't like being that person either. I think they'll think I'm flaky, or don't make plans with her. She always cancels, and that's not positive. So I'm trying to do it different this year. I'm trying to take care of myself. I'm wanting to have fun, but it might be spontaneity instead of planning for me. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that if you check in with yourself and you find that going to the Rose Parade in Pasadena is not something you'd want to do today, is that valid to think that you don't want to do it when the actual event happens? I think it's just reflection. Pausing to check in with yourself. Pausing to see, are you saying yes because you know they want you to? Or are you saying yes because you know you want to? What do you do when you're faced with situations like this? Do you find yourself limiting yourself? Do you find yourself editing yourself? I don't know. Life is so full of, twists and turns, that what used to be okay isn't okay anymore, and what's going to be okay tomorrow may not be okay the day after. And I'm learning to kind of roll with the punches and not be such a controlling person. I'm allowing myself honesty, respect, which is new as a people pleaser. It's very new to put my needs first. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.